Hey everyone, this is a new video. In this video I want to talk about bariatric surgery. Now I'm gonna say this is not no means to put anyone down. I'm just giving you guys my personal experience, what I've been through, what I wish I would have known, what I wish I would have done, and that's it. So let's get to it. Hey everyone, so now let's talk about this. I was chubby all my life. Like, I've always been this chubby little girl and I love to eat. I've always been a big girl, going up to elementary, junior high, high school. I've always been a big girl. So I had irregular period. I never got my period. There was years that I never got it, and when I got it, I probably had it for like 2-3 days max, but they were very light. So it was basically like I didn't have anything. So it came to a point where I felt that I was ready to have children. I was at the age where I just wanted it. My siblings were having it. I felt like I was missing something, and most of the time I would just confide in God and say, why? What did I do to not deserve this? I felt less as a woman. I felt like I was not, meant to be a mom. I even thought about adopting. I said, you know what? If this is my calling and I have to adopt, I want to do it. So fast forward, I then did some consultations with my doctor, and we did speak about this before. When I was 18, she did send me to do bariatric surgery, to speak to a surgeon, but I was chicken. I was like, no, I don't want to do it. So as years went by, I was with someone and we thought that, we were ready. We tried, and I decided to do bariatric surgery 2014. I went to go to the surgeon and we spoke about different procedures they had. There's the gastric bypass, where they cut half of your stomach, like 80%, but they don't take it out. They keep it on the side and they connect your intestines to it, and that's the most riskiest one, but they say it's the most effective. Then there is the sleeve. So the sleeve is where they take out 80% of your stomach and they leave 20% and they remove the 80%. So it is effective, but it's not as fast as the gastric bypass. And then there's the band. So the band, they just put a band on the stomach where they close it, and they have you have like a string or a tube on the side, and they would put like an injection and they'll blow air in it if you feel like you're eating too much, so make you full, and they can always take out the air as well. So I automatically went with gastric bypass because I felt that what my doctor was saying at the time sounded like convincing to me. I felt like, okay, the gastric bypass was gonna do it for me and I was gonna have a baby, then let's do it. So they do tell you, let me just say this, they do tell you that if you lose the weight, you need to wait at least 2 years before conceiving or getting pregnant. So I was like, at the time, okay, let me just do it. I'm not gonna get pregnant fast. I mean, it's not gonna happen for me anyways. So I did it in August, and fast forward to, I believe, January, February, it's when I felt like my period was coming regular again, and I was getting my period every month, but still there was no baby. There was no baby, and I just thought, you know what? I'm just not for this life. I'm not meant to, have a baby myself. So I just lived my life. I just kept eating healthy. I lost a lot of weight, actually. Then I met Ronald, and fast forward 4 months after our relationship, I got pregnant. I was having pains, and we went to the doctor, and the doctor, well, my primary at the time, thought maybe I had a cyst in my ovary. which one occasion it did show in a sonogram that I had a cyst, but in the other occasion it showed that it was from the left to the right, and then the third occasion it wasn't there anymore. The doctor thought it was probably an egg that was passing from one ovary to the other, but we just didn't know at the time, and I wasn't having any symptoms. So this time she was thinking to send me again, and I told her that I didn't get my period this time. So she said, okay, go do a pregnancy test and we'll see what happens afterwards. So I did that. I went to the room, the consulting room, and when I sat there, I was just there for a little while thinking to myself, oh my God, what's happening? Why am I not getting my period? Am I gonna go back to square one where I gotta do this all over? Like, what's going on? I lost so much weight already. I should be able to be fine. And I was just having so many things running through my head. So many. So I was actually talking to God. I'm very spiritual, and I was raised Catholic, and I do pray when I feel like I just need to speak to someone on my own. So I was talking to him and I said, God, what's happening? Why am I feeling this way? Could it be a baby? Give me a sign. And behind me, there was this pamphlet on the wall on this paper. And all of a sudden I hear like a drop on the floor. So when I looked, there was the pamphlet on the floor, and I picked it up and I wanted to put it back, and I'm like, how did it fall if it's not loose or anything? So I was like, maybe it just fell. So within a minute or less later, my doctor came in and she showed me the pregnancy test, and she said, you're pregnant. Oh my God, we started crying, my doctor and I, because we've been through so many conversations, so many consultants, so many just talks about what's happening, what's the possibility. And the funny part is that I had actually an appointment to go do an IVF, a consultant. So I had to go cancel that, because it's funny how just things happen, and it's true when they say, you know, good things comes to those who wait, because it surely did for me. And that was such a blessing, such a blessing for me. And now to go back a little bit, I do want to say that after doing bariatric surgery, it's not the easy way out how they tell you. Oh, you did the easy way. I heard everything. Oh, you did the easy way out. Oh, you lost so much weight, not on your own. You went to go do surgery. I didn't do it because I wanted to. I did it because I felt like it was something that I had to do. I wanted a baby, so I had to do it. If it was up to me, I would have not done this, because I'm scared when it comes to like anesthesia and all that stuff, needles and stuff. Like, I get frightened when I see blood and stuff. So I was a little paranoid. So it was hard. Like, even after the surgery, like you feel like you're dying, because there's so much pain. You go through so much differences. You have to then build up your body again. Not to mention, you're stuck with drinking vitamins all your life, and mandatory. It's not about, okay, I'm gonna miss this week, or this week I prefer not to take it, or no, you have to take it, because you're gonna start losing your hair, your nails are gonna get rusty and very thin, you're gonna start feeling fatigued, you would develop iron deficiency where you would get anemic. It's just horrible. It's not the easy way out. It's definitely not. And then another thing is, if you're gonna do this type of surgery, and let's say, for example, you're done having babies and you do this surgery, I would suggest that you stick to it, because it's not easy to go through this process and then have children, and then you have to gain the weight back, because I gained some weight back, and not some, but I think a lot. So I did gain some weight back, and I feel like if I would have known that I can do the sleeve and then do the gastric bypass after I was done having children, I would have done that. I'm not sure why my surgeon at the time didn't say that I can do this, but you can't. You cannot do gastric bypass and then go back and do it again if you had gained weight, they're not gonna let you do it. And plus you cannot do that. You can only go from sleeve to gastric bypass if it's something health related that you need to go and redo it. And it's just a lot. So if you're gonna go through this and know that you're not having children or you can't, I would say stick to it, because gaining the weight back and then knowing that it's hard to lose it without surgery, I wouldn't want that on anybody. I wouldn't want anybody to go through something like this, because it's something that is psychological also, that it goes to your head that, oh my God, I went through so much to lose the weight. I went from up here to down here losing weight, and now I'm back up here. It's stressful, it's depressing, and you're at the end thinking, why did I do it if I'm gonna gain weight again? So I would say just think about that, everyone that is thinking about doing this after being done with children. And if you're thinking of doing this for having children, I would say do it, because it helped me. And I know a lot of women that were able to get pregnant after doing this surgery, and I know how it feels, and I know that it's a great feeling, and I'm so happy for all you ladies that are now being able to have this experience of becoming a mother, because I'm there with you. And to those that are going the other way of not doing surgery and losing weight on your own, I applaud you, because you guys are amazing. And if I had that courage to also do it at the time, trust me, I would have find a way to do it, find the time to do it. But here I am, and I'm just blessed to have my children, and I'm just waiting to see what else life brings me in this journey. But it is important to try to stay healthy and try to keep up with all your little ones, because us mommies, we know how it is. And that's all I have to say for today. So I'm gonna end this video now with saying, be well and God bless you all. This is something that would definitely change you forever. So I see you guys in the next video. Bye.